Hi, I'm Tim from AutoZone. We're out here in the garage instead of at the store. And when your air conditioning loses its ability to cool properly, it may be necessary to recharge the system with new refrigerant. Now, depending on where you live, not having an AC can be pretty uncomfortable. Here are the steps to recharge an AC system when the system is low on pressure or has been vacuumed out following a repair. Now remember, safety first. Always wear safety glasses and gloves when charging the AC system. It's always recommended to use a charging hose with a gauge, and the refrigerant package should contain a chart for determining what pressure to charge the system depending on the ambient air temperature outside. Here's an AC pressure chart just in case you don't have a chart with you. Following the next steps when recharging the system will ensure that the system can operate efficiently. It's important to note that charging an AC system with a single gauge attached to the refrigerant is possible. Still, it's always recommended though to use a complete set of manifold gauges which monitor both the high side and the low side pressures. These gauges are available for sale and rent at most AutoZone stores through our Loan-A-Tool program. Click here to find out yours. Now let's get to it. At this point, start the vehicle and set the air conditioning to max setting. Locate the vehicle's AC compressor for reference, and it's important to monitor what the AC clutch is doing. When the AC compressor is disengaged, only the outside of the pulley is going to turn. Driving the compressor, the entire clutch assembly will turn when it's engaged. Your compressor is designed not to engage when refrigerant pressures or volume is too low. The low side port is typically found on the line connecting the accumulator and the compressor. The high side fitting is located between the AC compressor and the condenser and is the larger of the two fittings. Consult the service manual to verify the exact location of the low side service port. If you're connecting a can of refrigerant with a single hose or gauge to the car, you're going to use the low side connector. If connecting a set of gauges to the vehicle, you're going to use both. Mixing older R12 refrigerant with any other refrigerant is illegal. Never use the high side port to add refrigerant. Doing so is very dangerous and could cause harm. It's important to always wipe away dust with a clean rag and remove the cap from the low side service port. Next, attach the charging hose to the low side service port and ensure that you have a secure connection. If the hose does not easily attach, you might be using the wrong port. Just watch out for that. If you're using a set of gauges, go ahead and attach both connections. Following the instructions on the refrigerant package, we're going to add our refrigerant to the system. After determining the correct pressures using the ambient air pressure chart, monitor the pressure readings constantly while charging the system. If the AC system is low, your compressor clutch is probably not going to engage. You may also notice that the compressor clutch engages and disengages as more refrigerant is added. Eventually, it should stay engaged all of the time. It's absolutely important to note here that overcharging the system will cause permanent damage. If you're unsure of the current pressure or the amount of refrigerant that needs to be added to the system, you should seek a professional mechanic near you to address the issue. So please be careful. After the air conditioning system is charged to the proper pressure, remove the charging hose from the low side service port or your gauges, leaving the can attached to the charge hose, and store any additional refrigerant in a dry, cool spot. Ensure that the seal beneath the cap does not have any cracks, nicks, or tears. This seal can be added protection if the Schrader valve ever forms a leak. After you've recharged your air conditioning, the difference should be noticed immediately. It may be worth checking the pressure once or twice after recharging in the case of low refrigerant level was caused by a leak in the system. And if you believe that there is a leak, you can also get a UV light and UV dye that you can use to find the leak. The UV dye is going to make a leak visible when a UV light is shined onto your AC components. Whatever you need to work on your auto air conditioning system, you can get it from AutoZone. So stop by or visit AutoZone.com for helping you cool down this summer. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe below, and we'll see you next time.